Of them. Now, what we're going to look for here in side mount is we want at least 3 out of 4 points of control. So let's talk about these points of control. Larry, come up for a second. So the main points of control, head down, Tom. Okay, shoulder, shoulder, hip, and hip. Now, as you can see already, Larry already has 2 points of control occupied. Right? He's got this shoulder occupied with his knee, and he's got this hip occupied with his knee. We want at least 3 out of 4 points. Okay, so Larry, go ahead and put your arms in. Now, when he scoops ahead, he's going to bring this over here and scoop around, and he's going to hook the shoulder. Okay, so that's his 3rd point of control. So now he has 3 out of 4 points. He's going to sink his chest down onto Tom's chest, kind of hug tight. Okay, and he shouldn't have to use a ton of force here. He should just be able to find those points of control. So now he's got his 3 points. He's got a shoulder and 2 hips. Tom, can you move on that at all? Makes it difficult for Tom to move around. Now, if Larry, let's say, were to have the points but have his chest up, right? This creates space for Tom. Now Tom can start getting away and doing different things here, right? So we want to make sure that when you get at least your 3 out of 4 points, you drop that weight down on the chest as well, and that goes for all your side mounts. Okay? Now, some other different postures that we can do, other than just scooping the shoulder. Okay, and let's actually, before we do that, let's talk about this really quick, because this is super important. Notice that his knee and his elbow. Notice that his knee and his elbow are touching, right? Just as much as they can. This really isolates out Tom's arm. Okay? Tom's main defense when it comes to a side mount is he's going to want the arm, the forearm in the hip. Go ahead and let it in, Larry. Okay? That's his main defense. So Larry wants to make sure when he hits his side mount that he makes it so he isolates that arm. Okay? That's a point of control. Now another thing he can do is he can take this arm, he can bring it to the other side of the head. Okay? And he still has here 3 out of 4 points of control. He has both knees are controlling a shoulder and a hip, right? And then he's pulling the shoulder up off the ground. Now what he'd be doing here is he'd still be visualizing touching the knee and the shoulder together, really kind of pinning Tom in. He's going to work on making sure he can get his elbow in to start his escape. That's the first step. Once he does this and Tom feels this elbow in, he's going to reach back and he's going to scoop the tricep. He's going to switch into his scarf hold. And then he's just going to go ahead, he's going to hold that arm up and he's going to slide back into his side mount to reposition the knee. And now you notice his arm is out and he's stuck again. Okay? So one more time, as soon as he scoots in, he reaches back, switches and switches back and repositions. In which case, just run that a few times. Make sure you get a nice wide scarf. There you go. Yeah. Well, so this time, he's going to get his elbow in. Tom's going to grab and run to the scarf. But now he's going to try to leave this here as much as he can and step over to get to his side mount so he gets a really high side mount on Larry, and it really pushes his kind of arm across his face and makes it very uncomfortable for Larry. So now what Larry has to do is he has to work on shoulder walking or scooting out as much as he can before he can get that elbow back in. So this gives both parties a little bit extra to work. The guy on top gets to work finding his way to a higher side mount. And the guy on bottom has to now add in a little shoulder walk before he can start to run his escape and get the arm in.